Hello, YouTube viewers. This is Blake Fenton. Listen to me. I love my family. They have helped me so much in my 26 years of life, but but sometimes they drive me absolutely crazy. And sometimes they make me absolutely mad enough that I want to cuss. And I love my mother, but sometimes on her days off, when she's off work, she makes me mad enough to cuss on a regular basis. And this is the week of Thanksgiving. This past Thursday was Thanksgiving, but my mom took off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and all week long, for the past 5 days, other than today, she has made me mad enough to cuss. She has drove me crazy, so crazy, over the past 5 days, not counting today, that I have wanted to cuss, but I have not cussed her out. I have not cussed behind her back. I have just kept my mouth shut. And folks, I just wanted to tell you, over the past week, I have learned whenever you have to wait, or if there is a high or medium probability that someone could make you mad enough to cuss, it is best to keep your mouth shut, and or it is best to keep your phone turned off. Now, my mom did not call or text me this past week, other than maybe 2 or 3 times. But when she called me this week, she did not make me mad at all. But now sometimes my dad and or my grandparents call me at a time when I'm busy. Half the time when I'm busy, that's when they want to call me. So folks, listen. Over this past week, I have learned whenever you don't want to be talked to, whenever you don't want to talk to anyone, I have learned it is best that you keep your cell phone turned off. And I have also learned that it is best that you never turn your phone on. Do not disturb. And I have learned that it is never best if you turn your ringer off, especially if you are forgetful like me, because half the time when I turn my ringer off, I forget that I have it turned off and I forget to turn it back on. And half the time when I turn on do not disturb, I forget to check it if I use my phone to make a YouTube video. So I have learned over the past week, whenever you don't want bothered, keep your cell phone turned off. And if someone bothers you to make you mad, for any reason, I have learned if someone makes you mad, on purpose or not, I have learned that under those circumstances, it is best to keep your phone turned off. If you can't remember to turn off do not disturb and to turn your ringer back on. But if you can remember to turn do not disturb off and to turn your ringer back on, it is best to turn your phone on do not disturb and to turn your ringer back on. If you can, I'm sorry folks, I meant to say, if you can, hang on, okay. I meant to say, if you can remember to turn your ringer back on and your phone off, do not disturb, it is best to turn those things off. But if you cannot remember to turn those things back on, it is best to turn your phone off when you don't want bothered. But just to clarify, if you can remember to turn your ringer and do not disturb back off, if you can remember to turn those things back on, it is best that you turn them off. But if you cannot remember to turn them back on, it is best that you turn your phone off. And also, it is very helpful if you turn your phone off at those times if you have an iPad like I do. Because right now, my phone is turned off, but I'm making this video on my iPad. And and Matthew 22 says, one of the most important commandments is to love your neighbor as yourself. Matthew 22 says that is one of the two most important commandments. If you want to know what the other is, Matthew 22 will tell you that also. So folks, I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but whenever you don't want bothered, it is best to turn your phone off. If you can't remember to turn off if you can't remember to turn do not disturb off, it is best to turn your phone off. And the same thing goes if you cannot remember to turn your ringer back on. If you can't remember to turn those things back on, then it is best to turn your phone off at those times. I really do hope this helps you. If it does, let me know, but never thank me. And also, Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So if you can't remember to turn Do Not Disturb back on, you can always ask the Lord to help you remember to do that, and also ask Him to help you remember to turn your ringer back on. So I hope this helps you. If it does, never thank me, but please let me know in the comments below.